Welcome to another video from Mr. Burton's class. This one is on burning ethyl alcohol. You may turn to your episode and be able to take notes on this, please. First of all, burning ethyl alcohol is pretty fun. We're going to take ethyl alcohol, we're going to mix it with oxygen, it's going to react, and it's going to form carbon dioxide and water. Come over here, ethyl alcohol, stuff right here. Has some physical properties. It is poured out here. It's clear. It's a clear solution. It's pretty much like most alcohols do. Clear. And then, of course, we've got oxygen and a flame. Oxygen is in the gas state, so we can't see it. Okay, physical properties before we start this thing. Ethyl alcohol is transparent and it's a liquid state. Oxygen is in the gas state. Okay, chemical properties before we start this thing. Ethyl alcohol is flammable, got a very high energy to it. Oxygen is a very strong oxidizer and has a very high energy. Both of these two things are very reactive. You put them together and that's why they burn nicely. Two high energy solutions or compounds always react nicely. Okay, let's do this and we'll talk about it. Forgot my lighter. Here we go. As you can see, it does burn quite nicely. It has a blue flame on the bottom and an orange flame on the top. That is the characteristic color of ethyl alcohol. Other alcohols burn with slightly different color. We'll see those in another demo probably. It burns fairly nicely as it oxidizes with the water. Or with the oxygen, excuse me. Now, in the process, this is now forming a different gas up here. If we could click this carbon dioxide on the top, we would notice that it's very non-flammable. In fact, that's what is in most fire extinguishers is carbon dioxide. It's also making water, which we know is very unflammable. So we go from two flammable substances, oxygen and ethyl alcohol, into two very non-flammable gases, which is how usually reactions go. We can put this out just by getting rid of the oxygen. If we suffocate the oxygen, it's one of the quickest ways to put the fire out. Now the reaction is done, just like that. We're still left with a pretty warm, a little bit of ethyl alcohol left in there still, and that's the reaction. As we come over to here, let's look at the chemical properties. You can always write down the chemical reaction for the properties. We have this guy, ethyl alcohol, which is CH3CH2OH. It is a liquid. We add that to oxygen. It takes 3 of them just to balance the equation. That's in the gas form as well. That reacts to form a carbon dioxide, which is gas. That's what the little G stands for right here. And some water, which is in the gas phase. So, chemical properties, the physical properties have changed now. We've gone from transparent liquids in the gas and oxygen in the gas state down to 2 gas states, where we can't see them anymore. They disappear. Once it's all burned up, they're both gone, and we'll never see them again because they're in the gas state. Chemical properties, they go from flammable high energy and a strong oxidizer, very high energy, down to H2O with very low energy and CO2 with very low energy. Evidence that a chemical change has occurred. Okay. We had new substance formed. We know that because we could actually collect the water off of it. I've done that before. It burned. It oxidized rapidly. a lot of heat was given off. And we had the formation of 2 new gases. Those are the evidences that chemical change. Those are off the bottom of your green sheet. Okay, you now may fill in all the tables, or the table that you have for this, and move on to the next demonstration. Thank you very much for participating. Bye.